All right, let's get right into it. You know, for so many of us runners, getting better feels like this super complicated puzzle, right? 1,000 different things to work on. But what if I told you there was one master key? Just one single variable that you could change to unlock more speed, better form, and just more efficiency all at once. Well, that's exactly what we're going to unpack today.
I think we've all been there. It's that incredibly frustrating feeling. You're out on the road, you are putting in the work, your lungs are burning, but you look down at your watch and the pace just isn't budging. It feels like you're just grinding, fighting against yourself. If that sounds even a little bit familiar, stick around. You're in the right place.
So, what's the secret? How do you break through that wall? Well, it all comes down to one single, incredibly powerful factor. It's all about finding what we're calling the rhythm that rules.
And that rhythm is your cadence. All it is the number of steps you take per minute. Simple enough, but I absolutely love this analogy. Think of your cadence as the RPM of your human engine. Are you revving that engine in its sweet spot, its most efficient power band? Or are you kind of stuck, just grinding away in a low gear?
This really gets to the feel of it. On the left, you've got low cadence, what our source calls grinding. It feels heavy, like you're plodding along, bounding with these high-impact steps. But on the right, you have spinning. That's a higher cadence that just feels quick and light, almost like your feet are barely kissing the ground. One is about brute force, the other is about effortless rhythm.
So yeah, spinning definitely sounds a whole lot better than grinding, but why is it so much more effective? This is where it gets really fascinating, because it's not just about how it feels, it's all about the physics, the interplay between your speed, force, and form.
And this right here, this is the simple, undeniable math of running. Your speed is a direct result of just two things: how often your feet touch the ground, that's your cadence, and how far you go with each step, that's your stride length. That's it. Everything else we're going to talk about comes right back to this fundamental equation.
Okay, so knowing that equation, what do most of us do when we want to speed up? We reach, right? We try to make our stride longer by throwing our foot way out in front of us. Our source calls this the amateur error, and honestly, it's a trap. Because that reaching motion, that overstriding, it actually creates a braking force that slows you down with every single step.
Let's break down exactly what's happening. A slow turnover means you spend more time just hanging in the air. To stop yourself from falling on your face, your leg instinctively shoots forward to catch you, and bam, your foot lands in front of your body's center of mass. The result? A massive braking shockwave that shoots right up your leg. You are literally slamming on the brakes with every single step.
So how do you fix it? Well, the magic is you don't have to think, okay, land on my midfoot. The fix is automatic. It's all about cadence. When you increase your turnover, when you speed up your steps, there's just no time for your leg to reach out. It's forced to land directly underneath your body. And just like that, you naturally shift to a more efficient midfoot strike. It is, without a doubt, the #1 way to fix a heel strike. It's the ultimate running hack.
But wait, it gets even better. A higher cadence doesn't just stop you from doing the wrong thing. It actively unlocks your body's amazing built-in springs. I mean, think about it like this. Your core and glutes work like this giant rubber band that snaps you forward, but only when the rhythm is quick. Your hips start to act like a flywheel, creating momentum. And your tendons, they become these powerful springs, giving you free energy back with every single step.
You've probably heard that magic number before, right? 180 steps per minute. It's what you see with elite runners. But why 180? It's not just some random number. The source material points out that this is the natural resonance frequency of our tendons. It's the specific rhythm where they act most like a spring, giving you the absolute most bounce for the least amount of effort. You're literally tuning your body to its most efficient frequency.
Okay, so right about now, you're probably thinking, awesome, I'm going to go out and hit 180 on my run tomorrow. But hold on a second. We need to talk about a really important warning here. It's what's known as the too fast, too soon trap.
See, if you try to force a huge sudden jump in your cadence, you can actually create a whole new set of injuries. You might fall into the shuffle trap, where you barely lift your feet and end up straining your hip flexors. You might get metronome anxiety, tensing up your shoulders and back. Or you could even give yourself Achilles tendonitis by forcing this choppy, unnatural forefoot strike just to keep up. That is not the goal.
But don't worry. That doesn't mean you're stuck where you are. There's a right way to do this, a way that's safe and sustainable and that actually works. So let's get into Section 4, how to safely level up.
And the method here is just beautifully simple. It's called the 5% rule. Here's how it works. Step 1, just go for a normal run and see what your current cadence is. Most watches track this. Let's say it's 160. Okay, step 2, add 5%. That's 8, so your new target is 168. Now, for the next 2 or 3 weeks, all you do is practice hitting that new, slightly faster rhythm for short little bits of your run, maybe a minute at a time. Once 168 feels totally normal and automatic, you just repeat the process. It's gradual, it's gentle, and it really, really works.
And to help you get that feeling, here are some awesome mental cues. My favorite has got to be this one. Imagine you're running on hot coals. I guarantee you won't want to leave your feet on the ground for long. Another great one is to focus on your arms. If you want quick feet, think quick hands. Just drive those elbows back and your legs will naturally speed up to match. And of course, a simple metronome app on your phone is your best friend here.
So, let's pull it all together. Here's your final efficiency checklist. What are we aiming for? A cadence in that sweet spot, somewhere between 175 and 185. A stride length that comes from powerfully pushing off the ground behind you, not reaching out in front. And a ground contact time that's super quick, under 240 milliseconds. That's how you know you're being springy and light, not heavy and slow.
Look, if you remember only one single thing from all of this, let it be this right here. Stop thinking about your stride length. Just stop trying to reach for more speed. It's a byproduct. It's a result, not a cause. Focus on your rhythm. Focus on your cadence. Get that right, and a more powerful, efficient stride will happen all by itself.
And that really brings us back to where we started. If cadence is your engine's RPM, think about it. You might have been trying to redline your engine this whole time while being stuck in first gear. So the final thought I want to leave you with is this. What happens when you finally learn how to shift? What's the true top speed that you haven't even discovered yet?